Welcome to Valley News Live at noon. I'm Bobby Fallett. We begin with breaking news this afternoon. A woman who has called herself a local Black Lives Matter activist is now charged with felony theft, accused of defrauding the state. Faith Dixon is the president of Faith for Hope, a nonprofit that runs after-school programs. According to court records obtained by Valley News Live, the nonprofit received $350,000 in grant money from the Department of Public Instruction. The North Dakota Bureau of Criminal Investigation started looking into the nonprofit, and investigators claim financial records show Dixon and her husband, Charles Dixon, defrauded the state out of more than $70,000 by transferring money into their personal account. Faith Dixon is charged with 5 counts of theft. Charles Dixon is charged with 2 counts of theft. We'll have much more on this story tonight on Valley News Live.